Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Karen Campbell. We start with breaking news. In the Delphi murders trial, we've learned just moments ago the defense has rested their case. Our 13 News team is in the courtroom. We want to head over now to senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel in Carroll County to bring us the very latest.
Good morning. A surprise here this morning at the Delphi murders trial. As soon as we got going this morning, Judge Gall said, "Mr. Rosie, you may call your next witness." And at that point, he said, "Your Honor, the defense rests." So at this point, the defense has no more witnesses. The state rested earlier, but they have made it clear they do want to bring a couple of more witnesses back to speak to the jury. Gotta tell you, the judge, the state, the jury, they were all caught by surprise by the state announcing first thing this morning they rested their case. The judge said, "We weren't expecting this," so she doesn't even have the jury instructions completely ready to go yet. That was something that was discussed with both sides after she asked the jury to leave the room. At this point, we are waiting for some of the state witnesses that they plan to recall to come back to the stand. We're in recess waiting for them to get back to the courthouse. Again, prosecutor Nick McLeland, he had no idea that the defense planned to rest this quickly. Everyone caught by surprise, but we are nearing the end of this trial. We expect a few more witnesses this afternoon. Then there will be jury instructions, and likely the jury will get those instructions tomorrow before they begin to deliberate. I'm in Delphi. We'll have more later on today.
All right. Thank you, Bob. And we will continue to monitor developments out of the courtroom. Our team will have the latest on 13 News at 4 o'clock and online at WTHR.com. All right. Now, right now, this is over downtown Indianapolis. You see, it looks like it's a little foggy. I know, Sean, a lot of voters had to brave the rain yesterday casting their ballots, but you were saying it's rain that we needed.
Well, much needed rain, and thankfully, most of it was very late in the day, so that helped out, and it was a warm one, too.
Yeah.
We hit mid-70s yesterday. I want to look at these rainfall totals because for the central portion of the state goes down as our wettest election day, our 5th wettest election day here. Now, this is just 24-hour rainfall totals. If you have our free weather app, you just got to push for Matt Standridge. He's got to look at the 72-hour rain reports. Bottom line here, this is liquid gold that was falling across central Indiana and just what the doctor ordered here. Now, for the remainder of the day, a mix of sun and clouds here. A little bit more cloud cover farther southeast and farther northwest. We're sandwiched in between here around the Indy metro area. It is a cooler day. We're not talking middle and upper 70s, but these temperatures are way above average, still by about 10 degrees here, and not far from 70 in a few locations. But when you compare them to this time 24 hours ago, we're about 5 to 10 degrees cooler here. There's the mixed sky here in downtown. 66 west wind, not nearly as strong as yesterday. And as we take you through the afternoon, we'll go again, partly to at times mostly sunny, and temperatures in the 60s. We'll have a timeline on our next rain chance ahead in the 7-day forecast.
All right. Thanks, Sean. This afternoon, the race to the White House has hit the finish line as Donald Trump has been named the 47th president of the United States. Trump pulling off something we have not seen since Grover Cleveland, the last president to win 2 consecutive terms. NBC's Garrett Hakey has more on the message Trump told his supporters last night.
Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Overnight, a stunning victory for Donald Trump, with NBC News projecting the 45th president is now set to serve again as the nation's 47th.
This will truly be the golden age of America.
The former president flipping back critical battlegrounds he lost in 2020, celebrating his victory with supporters in the early morning hours.
This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country.
Trump trading in his often fiery rhetoric, instead calling for unity.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite And we're going to try.
Though notably not mentioning President Biden or Vice President Harris or their supporters in his remarks. Instead, focusing on his next term with a Republican-controlled Senate.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
On stage with his family, Trump also touting several high-profile allies, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who he said will have a role in his next administration, and spending several minutes praising billionaire Elon Musk, who spent tens of millions of dollars supporting Trump's campaign.
We have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
Running mate J.D. Vance also taking the stage.
We just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
The former president winning with a coalition driven by white voters, men, and first-time voters, a group he lost in 2020 but won this year.
They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful.
During the campaign, Trump had focused heavily on immigration, painting the immigration debate in dark terms.
Black voters are furious with Kamala over illegal immigration. It's destroying their communities.
His support with black and Latino voters higher in key swing states. Latino men in particular flocking to Trump, favoring him by a 10-point margin after backing Joe Biden by 23 points 4 years ago. The economy also a major focus, tying Harris to incumbent President Biden, also seeming to pay off with voters in the all-important Midwest states, as Trump reflects on his last campaign.
His campaign has been so historic in so many ways.
And looks ahead to leading a divided country.
We're going to help our country heal.
Well, of course, Hoosiers were closely watching the governor's race between Mike Braun, Democrat Jennifer McCormick, and Libertarian Donald Rainwater. And just after the polls closed at 6 last night, the race was quickly called for Braun. We want to head over to our Dustin Grove, who's live in the newsroom with a look at these final results. Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Karen, let's walk over here and show you why this race was called so early. So 92% of precincts reporting, so some of the numbers still coming in. But Braun has a 14-point lead over Jennifer McCormick, some 400,000 more votes. So that's why, just because that gap was so large, the margin was so wide, the AP was comfortable calling that pretty early. Now, this is the look county by county on how people voted. So you can see, obviously, just a red wave, which was not too much of a surprise. The counties in blue are the counties that went for Jennifer McCormick. Now, I want to go over here and show you 4 years ago. So then the last election for governor in 2020, 3 counties went for the Democrat, Dr. Woody Myers, Marion County, Monroe County, and Lake County. So you can see yesterday, Democrats were able to pick up Tippecanoe County and St. Joe County. If I zoom in here to Tippecanoe County, McCormick over Braun, 50 to 46%, a difference of a couple thousand votes. And then up here in St. Joseph County, looks like McCormick over Braun, 50 to 47%, another couple thousand votes. But obviously not nearly enough to upset the state for the Democrats. So as of right now and going forward, it looks like Mike Braun and Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwood will be moving into the State House in January. Karen, back to you.
All right, Dustin, thank you. We actually caught up with Lieutenant Governor-elect Micah Beckwood, and some, of course, have viewed Beckwood as a controversial candidate in this race. And Beckwood says that he's happy about another Republican victory, but he also believes that the people of Indiana are giving Republicans another chance. Take a listen.
I think the people of Indiana are giving Republicans another chance. I think there's been frustrations with the Republican Party, and rightfully so. But I think they said, okay, hey, we think we got a good ticket. I think we'll give you another chance. Now it's going to be really important that Republicans step up and govern well.
And Beckwood says his goal is to help cut taxes, shrink government, and, quote, trim the fat of regulations in Indiana. Well, now we want to get you to some of your headlines around central Indiana. Just hours ago, we learned that a man has died after a crash on the north side of Indiana. Indianapolis, I should say. It happened around 1:30 this morning near the intersection of 30th Street and Fall Creek Parkway North Drive. Investigators tell us only one car was involved in the crash, with a man who was taken to the hospital in critical condition. That man later died. We are still working to learn what happened leading up to the crash, and as soon as we get more information, we will make sure to share that with you on air and online. Well, right now, 13 News is also working to learn the latest information about a house fire on the city's south side. Our 13 News crew was at this scene that you see here, where firefighters, they were working to put out flames at a duplex home on South Belmont Avenue. Officials at the scene tell us people living in both homes are now without a place to live. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. Of course, we will update you once we learn more.